let's jump straight back into it where we had left off. At least it makes it a lot easier to guess which words are for which person now. I'm not quite 100% sure why. I thought love would still be Yuri. That's kind of depressing that still exists, even though... Actually, I don't know why. You know? There's no reason. Arctic Mitch, I don't know who Sayo is, dude. Was that maybe like a DLC character or like a planned character? I don't know, there's only ever been 3 characters here, so... No idea who you would be referring to at all. You know, it's only ever been Yuri and the bitch Natsuki and Monica, you know? It's kind of weird, I always thought there was 4 characters in this game. There's still a lot of depressing words. I thought a lot of those wouldn't be here anymore. Can't imagine why. Well, at least we still go back to just choosing big words, and that's a good chance that's still for Yuri. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Alex. Ah, hi, Yuri. I've got weird graphical bugs, can't figure out why. I wonder if it's trying to tell me something. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glanced over his shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we are usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. Does Natsuki get to apologize as well? Because I feel like she's the one to be blaming for this. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only ever been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I really decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. See, Natsuki's fault, all her fault. Alex, don't say these kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. Damn straight, be fucking amazing, glad she knows it. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calm Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. Look, she's just a little brat throwing tantrums. She's perfectly fine now. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean anything of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Does she have amnesia? Geez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. That text fills me with confidence. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. That's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. I openly hate you. I don't do it in a secret way at all. Don't stress. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Uh-huh. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Why? I just feel like you've decided you hate us, so... Yeah. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Okay, good, she's still here. I don't know why I'd be worried about her not being here. I mean, not like anything bad happened. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. Uh-huh. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Uh-huh. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have heard it since I was practicing piano. I wasn't aware you played music at all, Monica. Okay, so this is still the same. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite ready yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Alex. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been... That was a big-ass yawn for someone who's been drinking an energy drink. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. Not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Alex? Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah. But... I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Ree takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. It's one thing that can make reading time any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a sec? Sure. Yuri hands her the water pitcher and also fetches the electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then I'll get some water. Why would you not get water first and then plug the kettle in second? You know? It's like those weird people that fucking decide they're putting milk in the cereal before the cereal. Are you just like, that's just insane. This isn't quite on that level, but it still makes no sense. It's the wrong order of operations. I hate to be the one to point this out, but I only just realized now that there's nothing on the screen. That there's this weird picture of someone we don't recognize in a position we don't quite know, or haven't ever seen before. mean, that's super weird for it to be plastered there with no real reason or expression, you know? I simply watch her movements. Not surprised, the way she moves really contrasts to her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. Why don't we get, like, waifu moment this time and go together and then Monica throws a tantrum? Very upsetting. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so decide to go look for her. Let's see. Most logical place for Yuri to be is the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale like someone is sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I got those noises wrong completely. I reach around the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Hey kitty gamer me, how you doing? This is getting worse. Well. We can just pretend like that never happened and she's just back now. Picture's back to normal. 2 birds, 1 stone. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Alex, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. No, it's completely what it seems. It's just a cute waifu simulator. Like, you pick a waifu and you date her. Nothing bad possibly goes wrong. Nothing bad happens at all whatsoever. Everyone is cutesy and has no problems. We just reading books and having tea, you know? Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature of the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even I'm not an expert on tea or anything. I am being extremely sarcastic, I know. But I'm assuming you also know the game quite well as well then. Hoo-hoo. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. Not surprised, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed? I was doing a little bit of thinking, and decided that I would try exposing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Alex. It's very endearing. Well, we just a sweetheart. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I'll watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Alex, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Posture. Always hunch over like that while reading. Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. I'm not sure who that last character is, hey? As far as I'm concerned, there's only Yuri, Natsuki, and Monica. I'm not sure who this Sayori person is. Like, I don't know, maybe she's DLC or like in a different build of the game or something. She's definitely not here. I've never seen her. We definitely didn't make incorrect decisions that made her not be here anymore. That definitely didn't happen. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. I'm supposed to focus on reading like this. Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup? Yuri hands me the teacup. Nah, that person doesn't ring a bell, hey? Not sure. No. We never met her. We never made... We never made bad decisions and she's no longer here, you know? It's not like any of that possibly happened in the previous stream. Holding it with my hands, it's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. Kitty Gamer, me to answer your question a bit more seriously, this is our second playthrough, so... Or... I don't think you could... Yeah, I guess it's the second playthrough. Or the second time you load the game up after less than good things happen. To try to dance around the subject without putting it bluntly. And Suri no longer exists. So we're just claiming she never did and we never made any wrong decisions. In this playthrough she literally doesn't exist. That's not even a joke. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between our legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any hard of a time reading from it. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. Yeah, pretty much that, Kitty Gamer. Sorry, the message had to be deleted just because of, can't really say that stuff on Twitch, which is also why we're kind of dancing around the topic. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate. And I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Alex? Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Alex? Suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Alex? My heart. My heart won't stop pounding, Alex. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Alex? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm... thank you so much for the follow, Kitty Game. I really appreciate that. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. That is a very fucking unsettling image, I am just saying. This is like the kind of image you see of someone that's gonna like stab you in your sleep. I preferred the first version where we just had a lovely little tea session. It's time to share poems. Okay, so let's start with that creepy person first. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it, Alex? This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick this up so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Alex. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. She is completely turning into crazy psycho stalker mode where like they'll sit outside your window and watch you. I feel like we're entering that section of the world. My heart pounds just holding it. I once wrote a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Alex? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping not, hey? Like, it's okay. Normally, I don't know, psycho stalkers take how long before they actually resort to violence? I'm guessing at least 4 poems. Jesus, this is a hectic poem. Okay. Guess it's time to read. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding. Bold head, linear gearbox, falling scar, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Is this like porn for, like word porn for mechanics? Oh no. Existence of a god, swimming with open water in all directions. Also don't know if any of those are real parts of a car. Like I know some of them are parts of the car, but I don't know if they exist like that. Like what the fuck's a parabolic gearbox? Our boy Dr. Savage is in chat to actually talk us through what a parabolic gearbox might be. Swimming with open water in all directions, drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. Yeah, I'm guessing no. A sky of exploding stars. God disapproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. There's only 3, but sure. 40 gears and a ticking clock. Okay, this is a really tricked out car she's driving. This is like full on custom stuff, pretty sure. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky, 40 gears, and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing guard, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing scar, breathing wield. For most of you that don't know, I actually majored in English, and I have fuck all idea what that poem just meant. Well, literally one part of my major was literature. Doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we say this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Like... Kind of reminds me of that person from... Oh, okay, wait, I'm going to show how old I am now. And I don't know if anyone in chat will actually know. But the original Charlie's Angels with Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew... The Drew Barrymore? Maybe. But the weird, creepy dude who steals Cameron Diaz's hair and, like, snuffs it and shit? Yeah, that's basically who she reminds me of right now. Alex, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I don't have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. I was choosing we were just going to ignore that happened and move on with her life, but I guess not. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. This is cool, this is fun. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it at all to you. I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. Put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head and I know how to treat my club members. You're a fucking ray of sunshine, Monica. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Please don't tell me with each playthrough one more person never got existed or never got programmed into the game. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. Guessing endless poem of meaningless? Delete her. This is just lovely. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Natsuki. Yeah, just as I thought. Alex, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Alex? Honestly, I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, to not exclude each other even more. This is such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today and I really just don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. I don't really want to read it, but sure. Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. Color palette's interesting. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? The fuck is that noise? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. We don't make the choice of who to help now? Question mark. Game. Okay. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look. I know everyone has been a little more lively ever since Alex joined and we started with some club activities. This isn't time for us to become complacent. We still have only 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that they never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. That's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Alex? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Alex to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Why is she here? Who likes her? Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? You never even talked until Alex joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Alex isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are all fine like this. I know you're present and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica's clearly taken back by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Alex want to get more members too, right? Chick is a bitch. I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why do I think that everyone here saw it the same way I did? But that doesn't mean we're going again. That doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Alex, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. not taking anything away. No, Alex, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean... At least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki? Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here, but still. I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Sure. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Alex? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide is something you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. So that's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in member, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri, I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica? I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay, me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Alex? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Alex before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president, Yuri. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Alex, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. Why are we going to static? That never bodes well for anything. And I really do care about you, you know. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know, sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here, you know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand, so that's why... Wait, not yet, no, stop it. Very much perplexed. Honestly, there's like happy options. The fuck was that? Has Monica been on this thing all along and I've just never noticed because she's below the line? So that's going well. Nothing bad could possibly happen from this. Okay. I did not know she was down there. Would not think a word so long would appeal to Natsuki. Hi Alex, I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica? I told you not to... Ugh. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me. Must you always interrupt my conversations with incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do on a regular basis or something. You kinda do though. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. Not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. I'll just feel like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Well, Alex just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Uh-huh. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Or maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, is Monica actually going to be the next one to be voted off the island? Since her being incessantly late, I don't think has to do with what they claim it to do with. Right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. As long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if it helps us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Is it that easy to probably just like, hey, here's a manga? Look, I did some thinking about it yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really feel threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know? So I'm going to help too, and we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Alex, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Alex is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea, not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch. She retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with the full. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands you the pitcher of water and also fetches an electric. This is where she does things in the wrong order. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. My surprise. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here, it won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. I don't have a good feeling about this. I'm guessing this will be the same as the previous time. Let's see. Most logical place for you would be the nearest water fountain, so start heading up the hallway. Yeah, I think is also my reaction to what just happened. I have no idea. Wait, how did I... Sorry, just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? Maybe it's been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't been showing or anything. What happened do you think that I'm weird just after we started spending time together? I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them, but expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think it would come on really strongly and it'd get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me, so I started hating those things about myself, my obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy, like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Alex? Is it just me, or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club, but recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. Yeah, you're not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally we're alone. That is not at all a creepy and creepy eyes and like a weird person that looks like they're going to steal my pen and write a poem with it and then claim that you just had to write as much as you could because the pen felt really good and was mine. Not at all what you seem like. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. Or the fact that Monica's silhouette is there as well. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. Got artisanal knives. I wonder if she also used them to cut artisanal bread and then butters it with artisanal honey. Or with artisanal butter. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. And artisanal meats. And then makes an artisanal sandwich with artisanal bread that she cut with an artisanal knife, and you only use artisanal ingredients. This is the perfect time for making fucking jokes about artisans when... Yep. That's how we deal with this kind of things. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Alex. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore, because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school, and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. This is going a little bit too fast for me. Is that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get the happy ending that I've been patiently waited years for. Will you do this with me, Alex? Cool. We committed. It's too late now. We're on the slope and we just going straight down that slope now. You know, like how when you go to the skis and when you're skiing and you just jump off that lift and you're on a downhill and you're like, well, fuck, I'm committed now, boys. That's the process we're on. And whether or not we end up on the right slope, or we end up on the fucking whatever the black diamond or whatever the shit hard one is, or we end up on the little bunny slopes, looks like we turned in the wrong direction. We're on that black diamond slope now. But it's okay, we got this. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Alex, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it, please? Sure, I don't care. We're very far down the slippery slope. You're too nice to me, Alex. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. No, not really, but can we please stop talking about that? I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. You can have my poem too. Sorry, I must have gone too quickly through those, you know? Not at all like I'm just not fucking reading that. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Yeah, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Yay. Handwriting seems a bit unneat, eh? Maybe it got smudged. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell what the poem is about. More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the world? I think I'm going to vomit. Well. Don't say I didn't warn you, Alex. And this is going to end up in another fight. What? You gave your poem to Yuri? Gross. What is it with you two? Not like I wanted to read it anyway. It just pissed me off a little bit that you didn't even think to show me at all. Ugh. Okay, I guess I'm going to share my poem with you anyway. I really hate that I have to do this. But unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. I wish I had a fucking choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. For some reason I don't think this is a poem and this is a letter to us. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like this. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Alex? Not really, you don't have a mouth. If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica. No? I don't even know what I'm picking anymore. Or what these outcomes are. Okay, everyone, it's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica? I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So we're going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about Alex? Alex is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Alex around with you in your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, that's an alarm from outside. Someone's car alarm. I was like, is there a weird another backtrack thing going on? Okay, then why not let Alex decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Alex make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. I don't know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. Not sure we're making things any better. You shut your mouth. Jesus Christ, this is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? Nah. Why does the game keep telling me to go to Monica? Okay, so I guess we have to pick Monica? I call bullshit though. Yeah, you picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It's fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Alex for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided to do it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? There's not the psycho look again. Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Alex away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous, crazy, or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others? Okay. It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Alex, Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Alex, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day was just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Well, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But it feels so good. Why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Alex. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Alex, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Alex. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Do we have a choice here, really? We have to go with yes, surely. Not what I was expecting. Was the right option no? I don't understand. The first time I rejected the chick, she died. Second time I didn't reject the chick, she died. And I have no idea what is busy scrolling here currently, but I would like for it to please finish. Because this is just a lovely picture that we currently have, you know? Also, for someone that had so many artisanal knives, why does it look like she just has a normal kitchen knife? Because that's what we're doing apparently now, is judging her murder weapon. Jesus, how long does this go on for? Is there an actually good playthrough of this game, like where you get a good ending? Like, that's currently my biggest question is there a way that you don't go through all of this? Like, is this thing repeating itself? Okay, we changed colors, which means progress, hopefully. While we try spam through this as quickly as possible. Okay, color change again, so progress. Like, I'm spamming spacebar as fast as I can right now. It's also the time that I'm choosing not to talk over all of this, because it's just like awkward silence and we make it more awkward by having another sip. Awkwardness tastes amazing. Can we get through all of this? Hopefully, yes, we can. Still taking forever. Guess I should be paying attention to how many lines of text until we skip. Or at least go to like the next section. Apparently many lines of text is the answer I'm looking for. Okay, so the color's back to normal. I don't know if that's positive or negative. I don't get how me loving her made her kill herself, though. Was it that we could only be each other's by committing suicide? Probably shouldn't say that out loud, eh? Especially not on Twitch or on YouTube. Well, a bit too late now, I suppose. Do we now go through the second set? Is this just on repeat? Because then we kind of soft lock basically, or have no way to proceed actually. Kind of looks like it, 'cause we went from yellow to blue and then eventually go back to clear. Like orangey, not really yellow, but you guys know what I mean. I don't know if the game is soft locked now. I'm guessing very possibly. Guess I should have saved when Monica told me to. Might have to actually Google if, like, it's soft locked. Like we've just reached effectively the end. Okay, we are Googling now. Does he's stuck in a loop. Surely someone's asked this question before. Apparently not. We just don't understand the game. Apparently we just sit and skip is apparently the solution, which I don't understand. Okay. Wow, you got here before me. I thought it was pretty... Yeah, guess what she just... Yep. Natsuki ran away. Monica, I'm here. Alex, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Alex? Oh, geez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Well, oh shit, my camera's kind of blocking that. So what you didn't see was, initially it was, well, you can kind of see the outcome of what she typed and what happened. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from short tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since the last time I ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? It should only take a second. Or actually, why don't we just move over there? Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Alex. Welcome to the Literature Club. Why are we in space? Of course we already know each other because we were in the same class last year and you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him, I'm talking to you, Alex. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. True. No one needs to conform to gender. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right in the game's download page, didn't I? Steam didn't tell me that. Also, I didn't read. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her. I guess it just drove her to kill herself. You're a lovely fucking human, hey? I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? No, I don't believe she exists. I don't believe Yuri exists either now, I guess. Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason nothing worked. While it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought that making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplify Yuri's obsessive personality backfire too, which made her force you to not spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Alex? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Alex. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Right, I don't fully understand. I don't barely understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Alex. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. While the world around me started to become more and more grey. More and more flat. Even the more expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Alex. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must have been some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. It's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Alex, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You're truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Alex, will you go out with me? I have no option. I feel like that's cheating, so yes. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Alex. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Alex. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it is to delete Natsuki and Yuri. How easy it was, my bad, sure. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. While you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Okay. Hi again, Alex. Did you write a good poem today? Yeah, I'm pretty sure all I wrote was weird letters from your name and some that might be in Cyrillic. Actually, I don't know if they're in Cyrillic or not. Or if it was just, like, can't display language. Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Alex, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength. Well, it's a happy end for one person. The courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel for our fantasies. With a flick of a pen, the lost finds her. In a world of infinite choices, behold the special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. My text speed is still on fast. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Alex? I wonder if that's a possibility if you can go and delete her character file and then it's only happiness and fucking rainbows. I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. This is cool. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling a friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? I have a bad feeling about this. I'm just kidding, I can't do anything after all. No? Not really, did I scare you? Ahaha, you're so cute. Anyway, Alex, I didn't mean to get distracted, I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me, shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun, as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. I have no idea what you're sorry about. We'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Okay. How long? How long do we just sit here and wait? Oh, okay, everyone, it's time to... I'm just kidding. I just used to really like saying that for some reason. I couldn't help but say it again. Come to think of it, didn't Natsuki and Yuri make fun of me for it once? Well, whatever. It's not like you ever made fun of me. You're too much of a sweetheart to do that, aren't you? This is weirdly creepy. And I don't know if this is on a timer, so no matter how much we like put any inputs, it doesn't actually matter. As my white balance is going crazy on my camera, so sorry about that. Game. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Sure. Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided probably does. Yeah, fair enough. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? I wouldn't know. To be brutally honest, I've never been to Japan, so I don't know what the classrooms look like. And the fact that you're in some weird universe space behind you. Not to mention, everything is in English. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be. And the actual setting is an afterthought. Kind of giving me an identity crisis. My memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but have no idea where home is in the first place. No, you're not on my home screen, don't stress. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? No, we good. Looked out the window, still in the same place. Would you want to go outside? Not really, the weather's kind of shit today. I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this is really our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. Okay. Are we gonna wait again? At least the music's kind of soothing, if nothing else. I wonder what the actual internal time on this is. You know, I've always had how hard it is to make friends. Well, I guess not the making friends part, but more like meeting new people. I mean, there are dating apps and stuff, right? But that's not the kind of thing I'm talking about. If you think about it, most of the friends you make are people you just met by chance. Like you had a class together, or you met them through another friend. Or maybe they were just wearing a shirt with your favorite brand on it, and you decided to talk to them. Things like that, but isn't that kind of inefficient? It feels like you're just picking at complete random, and if you get lucky, you make a new friend. And comparing that to the hundreds of strangers walk by every single day. Well, joke's on you, it's a pandemic and we're not walking past many people anymore. But you'll never know. Once you get up and go on with your day, that opportunity is gone forever. Isn't that just depressing? We live in an age where technology connects us with the world, no matter where we are. I really think we should be taking advantage of that to improve our everyday social life. But who knows how long it'll take for something like that to successfully take off. I seriously thought it would happen by now. Well, at least I really met the best person in the whole world, even if it was by chance. I guess I just got really lucky, huh? I'm kind of okay with her calling me the best person in the world. I feel like that's agreeable terms. I support her decisions. While we get away together. At least my noise gate's doing a good job of blocking out me hammering out the spacebar. I don't know if you can hear it when I'm talking though, because I am hitting it quite loudly, and I don't think it's on, so I highly doubt it stops picking up background noise. Alex, how much do you read? It's way too easy to neglect reading books. Like, this counts as a book, right? If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainment we have. Once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away. I think doing some reading before bed every night is a pretty easy way to make your life a little bit better. It helps you get good sleep, and it's really good for your imagination. Not hard at all to just pick some random book that's short and captivating. Before you know it, you might be a pretty avid reader. Wouldn't that be wonderful? And the two of us could talk about the latest books you're reading. That sounds super amazing. I think I've bought a book online in I don't know how long. I've done most of mine from like discount bookshops. So you can't read my purchase history and be like, hey, you read this book last, let's discuss it, and then pull like a review. There we go, there's the word I was looking for. Off the internet. You know what's neat form of literature? Rap. I actually used to hate rap music. Maybe just because it was popular, or would only hear the junk they play on the radio. But some of my friends got more into it and helped me keep an open mind. Rap might even be more challenging than poetry in some ways, since you need to fit your lines to a rhythm, and there's much more emphasis on wordplay. When people can put all that together and still deliver a powerful message, it's really amazing. Not wrong. Definitely not wrong. But then you get mom spaghetti. I kind of wish I had a rapper in the literature club. Sorry if that sounds silly, but it would be really interesting to see what they came up with. I would love to see Eminem in a literature club, I am just saying. I feel like that would be peak, like, probably also previous era, or once again showing my age. But like, that would be legit. It would really be a learning experience. While we sit and wait now. At any point would be lovely. Also don't know how long this goes on for. I'm assuming at some point there's a finite end to this. You ever just feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive? I don't mean in like a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing that we do is special. It depends, unless you're like, I don't know, fucking Stephen Hawking. Just being in school or working at some job for some company. It's like you're completely replaceable and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. Pessimistic, but I guess. It makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize that it's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can just go change the world. Like, what are the chances what are the chances I'll be the one to invent artificial intelligence or become president? Very unlikely, seeing as you're not real. Feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is just to be hopelessly selfish, just to look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire life taking and consuming and never giving back. But when people realize the world would benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their whole philosophy. It's like they have to justify their reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. This is getting very, very pessimistic. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately striving to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass that point, then I'm a net positive and I can die happy. Of course, even if I failed to do that, I think that I would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? Pee. Oh, okay, we're back to waiting. Does this game actually end? I'm looking for the can really because apparently sour apple flavored, which is super fake. But it kind of looks like the liquid is colorless. Not Dumo fake green like I was expecting, so that's kind of weird. Have you ever have that thing happen where you just get anxious for no reason? Like you're just minding your own business and you realize you're feeling really anxious and you're sitting there like, what am I even anxious about right now? So start to think about all the things that you might be anxious about, and that makes you even more anxious. That's the worst. If you're ever feeling anxious, I'll help you relax a little. Besides, in this game, all our worries are gone forever. Kind of makes me wonder if this game actually ends. Right now we're just sitting here like reading really sad, depressing things with no real idea if this game actually ends. Don't mind us, we sitting here. Okay, we on a forum here. Okay. Okay, so apparently what we have to do is delete her game file. Now, I don't know if I can do that while the game is running. So we're going to find out. You guys are still just seeing Monica staring at us. I'm going to say lovingly, but that's definitely not the word I want to use. What's this called? Doki Doki Literature Club. Found you. Okay. If you know, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our events at the festival. Hey. What's happening? Alex, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Alex. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Did you do this to me, Alex? Did you? Did you delete me? No. The guy on the forum told me to. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Alex. I trusted you. You just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? What? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Alex, you completely truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you want to be part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Alex? I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy, and if I really love you... So are we the bad guy? Then... we might be the bad guy. Hey, technically not wrong. There's still only 3 characters, so my title isn't wrong. We finally get a happy ending is now our next question. Like, we actually get a good ending now. This was from our first playthrough. She woke up on time, so that's good. I'm a prick, I didn't thought it was implied. I should probably actually read this because this is kind of new text. Or new dialogue. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. Hehehe. We cross the streets and together and make our way to school. And we draw near the streets, becoming increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Alex, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you really, I'm not really... I start to say what I always do, then I'm not interested in joining any clubs, but something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell that clubs are a waste of time, when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. Hey, we back to some fingers. You meanie? Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. That's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room name of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah, Alex. What are you doing here? Well, I glanced around the room. Huh? So you, Alex, that Sayori is always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Alex. We're the Literature Club. I hope you're enjoying your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. You think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. And someone whose name is apparently Yuri seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like she's the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Alex, don't tell me. That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori, the Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way. No way. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, hey. Well, if Sayori's happy, then I'm sure it won't be bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we've become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. Hoo-hoo. What's an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to, hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down on the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table, and Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh, whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we used to make ears. So cute. Wow, these look amazing. Hehehe, well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Just stop being a bitch and go in. Natsuki is quiet. At least now our demeanor's changed. We're a lot happier now. We can get back to being full of shit and a horrible person. Mainly because the game no longer hates us? I don't know what you'd really call it. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You can put a whole tea set in the classroom. Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Ihihi, already trying to press on you, member Yuri? That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I can at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Alex, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. It's obviously by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey Yuri, well, about, you know, the first thing he said, manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga's literature too, you know. If Alex wants to read some of our manga, then we don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. And take his opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Alex? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little better too. Are we still going to write poetry that I can then have to pick very depressing words to make Yuri happy, and then in this world everything is beautiful and sweet and fun and nice? I mean, that's kind of the thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Hehehe. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make 2 of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Geez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. To be a little more open-minded, it's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you would do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Uh-huh. Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. No, not at all. Always go alone, so yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes. Okay, so we might not get the chance to hit on our waifu now. I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. Ehehe. Guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Alex. I think so. Well, everyone seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Aw, Alex. Don't say something like that, it's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're going to make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is going to be so much fun. Hey Alex, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. Ehehe. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. Don't know who that is. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Alex. Okay? I know how hard you try to make everyone happy. I know all about the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. I'm guessing she's going to spell out forever. No. Okay. What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. It hurts. I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Alex. Goodbye, Literature Club. So I guess it answers my question of, is this the happy ending where we just get a waifu?
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you, because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah.
I hope that's loud enough because that's super soft through my earphones. And I'll try to boost it.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
Possibly playing another game?
Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all?
Okay, I'm very confused about what's happening, but sure.
This world won't write me an ending. What will it take just for me to have it all?
Just this Dan Salvatore man basically did the whole game.
does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take your, is it love if I set you free?
I think these are all the other interactions we didn't do.
The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality?
Why does Matt Maple sound so familiar?
I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat. What do you call love in your reality?
Hey, I got a thank you.
And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
Is that finally the end of the game? This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world does not desire to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo the same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true. For being a friend to all of the club members. And most of all, thank you for being part of the Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. Well, that's the end of the game. We're literally back to desktop. That is literally what happened after that. So, yeah. That was a really interesting experience. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that and I hope you guys will come join us live. Link will be down in the description below like always. Yeah, just mostly thank you for watching.